Tonight, the chilling story of a pair of ill-fated teens, a respected US naturalist, and aliens. Stay tuned to see all this and more on Fright or Flight. George Bucknam Dorr, also known as the father of Arcadia National Park, ensured lands would be set aside for future generations. Suffering from a heart attack in 1934, he died 6 months later. His vision deteriorated throughout his life until he lost his sight in his final years. The Dorr estate was burned to the ground by the park system he founded. Local legend claims his ghost still haunts the charred remains of the estate. Residents report hearing loud footsteps and the distant rustling of leaves, as well as a sharp pain in their chest and loss of vision. These symptoms are suspected to increase as visitors come closer to the manor's stairs. Recent developments show that Dorr's body disappeared before his funeral and was suddenly changed to closed casket. Locals believe Dorr may have been abducted. On October 31st, 2016, 2 students from Mount Desert High went to the estate in search of Dorr.
It was Halloween night. I think I had like a 14 in my natural resources class, which is bullshit because I work so mostly hard. I'd never been more scared in my entire life.
We had just gotten out of school. We were heading to the Dorr estate to see if we could summon him. We had just watched the first half of The Craft and decided it would be a good idea to try our hand in witchcraft.
Nothing ever goes wrong with witchcraft in any movie I've seen, so nothing should have gone wrong that night. We just had this big kind of boring lecture on Dorr like a couple days ago in class, and we thought it would be a good idea to go over to his house and like ask him for help, you know? He would probably know a lot about natural resources, and you know, what's the harm in talking to ghosts, you know? There's so many movies about it. I don't you know?
And the paths were super confusing, and then there were like 2 million stairs.
So like we were walking along, and as we got to the stairs I got like chills, and my heart started like beating, but like a heart murmur beating, so I thought it was like okay, and like Stella seemed fine, and it seemed like it was gonna be fine. It was okay because we were really witchy, but it was kind of hard to find Dorr's estate.
But we finally made it to the foundation.
Brody was totally saying that like Dorr didn't die and that he was actually abducted by aliens, and you were like, no Brody, you idiot, of course he wasn't, that's dumb. And cause it was dumb, and I'm sorry, can I take a moment?
And then by the time we had set up our seance, I just felt so in touch with like my witchy side, and like the whole universe opened up to me. I almost wasn't sad that I was missing the Ice Road Truckers Halloween marathon.
Dorr, we adore you. Miss Shaw, we abhor you. Dorr, we implore you.
Miss Shaw is so unfair. George Dorr, if you are there.
Please, Dorr, we adore you. Miss Shaw, we
So there's this like gnarly glowing green light, and it totally ruined the seance. so me and Sal decided to go check it out, split up Scooby-Doo style, because it works out in the end for them, and like you get more stuff done. And so I thought it was a good idea at first, and I started kind of walking, and I kept walking, then I kept walking, and then I felt this sort of creeping sensation, like I wasn't okay. Nothing was ever going to be okay again. Nothing ever was okay. And then the lights went green again. I started running. I don't know why. I just kept running. Kept running. Ran into the
So, I hadn't really thought much about what had really happened. I remember thinking that it was Door, but then the more I followed it, the more I realized that it wasn't human. I remember trying to talk to it about my natural resources class, but it not really caring that much about what was going on. And I just felt very physically drained and I don't know, and I couldn't think straight. There was static in my mind and I couldn't focus on what was going on. And by the time that I had gotten out of it, I'd realized I was out of the woods.
I woke up in the morning and I was on a beach and I didn't know where I was. Didn't know where I was. I didn't know how I got there.
We spent 3 hours at my mom's house hot gluing that ghost costume together. I can't believe I just left it in the woods.
No, I'm fine. It's okay. I'm not crazy. I'm totally okay. No. I haven't spoken to Stella since. I don't want to.
We attempt to contact Stella and Clementine 3 months after their interviews were conducted. We lost contact with Clementine after she was admitted to the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center. All attempts to contact Stella have failed. She is presumed to be missing. I'm Charles Lugosi from Fright or Flight, reminding you to always be afraid of the dark.